Well, I wanted to be a professional writer. You know, I wanted to, and I thought that, you know, I'd like to write novels. I mean, I think you're tested writing novels. You're tested in a way. You're not tested by journalism. I mean, I love being a journalist, and I'm still a columnist for a magazine and a newspaper. But a novel tests you in a different way because you live with it for years. You know, I mean, I've lived with this book for 4 years, really, from the start, from that first conversation with Sam Mendes, and it tests you and challenges you in a way that, you know, next week when I get back, I'll write a column. I'll write a 1,500-word column, and I'll kind of begin it and end it in a couple of days. Whereas the next book is like it's a marathon. It's a much longer marathon, and you go through all different emotions during the running of the marathon. You know, I saw so much great music. You know, I saw so much fantastic music. You know, Springsteen in New York, and Prince in Washington, and the Sex Pistols in Screen on the Green, and being on the road with the Clash, and just saw great, fantastic music. And to me, that's what I remember most fondly about it. It's like all the wonderful music that I saw. But I'm not. To me, they're not the good old days. I just think it's, well, there's lots of different reasons. I think I was young at quite a good time. I mean, if you said to me, you know, you can wave a magic wand and I can be 22 again, then probably I'd accept it. But I do think it's tougher. I think that there was, you know, it's very, for example, you know, it's very easy to live in London. When I was a young journalist, you know, I had a room for £6 a week. You know, very cheap, almost nothing. You know, price of like 2 cups of coffee, and even if you were poor, you could still live quite well. You know, that you could find a room, you could, you know, and there were jobs, and there was, you know, the music magazine that I worked for sold 250,000 copies every week. Yeah, I always have a wonderful reception here. You know, I always get a great reception. The most enthusiastic readers are in Serbia. My most enthusiastic readers are in Serbia. They just, you know, they kind of remember things about the old books that I've forgotten, you know, and quote things about that I've completely forgotten. So it's been a great experience. But it's, you know, I've always had a warm welcome here. You know, when I first came here 40 years ago. Incredibly, I don't know where those 40 years have gone. But I first came here 40 years ago. Belgrade was the one place where they said, just walk away from the railway station and a nice old lady will lean out of the window and shout out to you and offer you a room for the night, you know? And that kind of, I thought, really? Really? Is that really going to happen? I'm going to walk away from the radio station and a nice old lady is shout out the window and offer her. And that's exactly what happened, you know? And the son came round the next day and we drank some kind of alcohol, I don't know what it was, I think diesel fuel or something, and they sent me on my way. It was just like very warm, hospitable people, you know, and so, you know, that was when I was like an unknown, penniless kid. And then when I came back as a successful writer, I've got the same kind of warm response, you know.
Does color your socks match your...
Yeah, it matches my sunny nature, yeah. Much is my basically optimistic, sunny nature, yeah.